Hi, I'm Panda Hershey with Your Full Expression. Welcome to the September 6th Coffee and Charts call, where we talk about how trying out your ideas, especially over the next few days, give you this opportunity to learn about how best to improve that project you're working on. With Venus moving forward now, there is validation and appreciation out there for you to receive. And Mercury starts moving forward again on September 15th. So once you've tried things out, you'll know how you're going to take it forward and be able to communicate that to others. And Mercury starts to move forward again on September 15th. So by then, you'll have tried out your ideas and you'll know where you're going to take them from there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, everyone, welcome to September. We haven't been together for 3 weeks, and boy, a lot has shifted in the time that we've been away. Uranus stationed retrograde. Mercury went into retrograde. Venus has just gone direct, and Jupiter has just gone retrograde. So I talked about a lot of shifts happening last time, and hopefully you're feeling that transition of the end of summer and moving into fall. And in fact, we have until about October or so to feel like we have time to plan still and time to kind of get ready. And October will feel like, okay, full steam ahead and a lot of getting things moving. And then, frankly, I don't want to scare you, but in January, it is going to feel like hyperdrive. So all of the work that we have done this summer in summer camp is getting integrated. And boy, we've learned a lot, and we're going to put it all to use. So I hope that all makes sense. And let's just take a look at where we're at right now. So here we are today. And today is a cool day. It's a day where I often talk about it as a busy day, because with every Mercury retrograde, the Sun and Mercury cross each other. And here they are at about 13 degrees of Virgo. So all those things that you've been thinking about honing and refining are things that you actually get to do today. Those things come together and hopefully just open up to the possibilities and flow with what arises. Because this moon over here in Gemini at pretty much the same degree is going to drive you a little crazy with the details or the talking or the communicating, but take it all in and let it move through you. And if you can, stay with just how am I being open to doing this perfecting or making something really beautiful. What you can see is that still there's this everything from Venus in Leo with the Sun and Mercury together. Mercury's still moving backwards and the Sun will move forwards. And here's Mars up in Libra. Mars is anything but neutral. So if you're feeling excitement, frustration, some kind of emotion related to one-on-one relationships, this might help you understand why that might be. And because all of these planets here that we can see and observe and do are all opposite these outer planets that are more deeper energies, we feel stretched still. But as we move through the fall, we will start to feel everything coming together. We'll get perspective on all the things we've been working on, and we'll start to, as the months tick by, kind of bring it around. And as you can imagine, as we get into January, here we go, starting to come through all these planets again. And that's where we start feeling that hyperdrive. Okay. So, with that as a backdrop, I will reassure you and tell you there are not so many changes over the next couple weeks, but let's just walk through what's happening. So, on the 14th, you can see that the sun gets to 22 degrees of Virgo and it leaves that Mercury portal. So, since August 31st, you are having this opportunity to try out all of these ideas you've been having that relate to perfecting or honing or making something as good as you can right now, right? Wherever you're at is perfect, and trying them out until the 14th. And the whole point of that, of trying, is getting this opportunity to learn from what you've tried. So, for example, I'm working on this set of tools for people in my membership, and I've had some help as I've put it out there and gotten some feedback. And I'm trying again, and I'm getting more feedback, and they are not anywhere close to perfect, but I'm learning by putting it out there. And I hope you all can do the same until about the 14th, and the sun will keep going through Virgo. But magically, Mercury stations direct the next day, which means it's like, okay, I've learned all I can at this point from just trying it. Now I'm going to go talk about it, start thinking about which ideas really resonated, and take those and keep executing on it. But isn't that just a wonderful combination of how it all works, where we get to try it? And then with Mercury moving forward the next day, it's like, okay, going to put it out there and really talk about it and see what I can do with it. So on the 17th, the sun is opposite the Neptune portal over here. And that Neptune in Pisces portal has been bringing in people who really understand what you're going through, to say, I've walked in your shoes before. I'm here to support you. You are doing the same for others in some other way. And with the sun being in Virgo opposite that, we get this opportunity to do what we can, to do it as best we can. While those people are encouraging us to say, you've got this, and you are on your path, and you're doing the right things. And so for a few days, see what feedback you can get from those people who have been there for you and supporting you on this really deep level. And so, as you can see, it's just a couple days. And the 20th is the day that we meet again. And on that same day, Mars, which has been in Libra, is right now, is opposite that Chiron portal over here in Aries. And what this might feel like is a bit of excitement or frustration as you are in partnership, and the being noticed or being heard isn't turning out the way you expect. So one way it can turn out is you try something and you have no expectations whatsoever. It's like, I put this together, and can you just tell me what you think? And someone says to you, your friend, your partner says, oh my God, this is amazing. And it's not what you expected. And the other kind of extreme of that is you're so excited to show someone something, and you take it to the person and you say, look what I've got. And they don't get it at all. And there is a lesson in there for all of us of releasing expectations and bringing curiosity to say, okay, well, what can I learn from this? Because likely you've chosen this person who cares about you to share this thing with or this experience with, and they have something to teach you. And hopefully we can open our hearts and take that in. So let's go back. Let me see if we can look at that one more time. Come on. Sorry. All right, here we go. All right. Well, I hope that was fun to watch. And so, doing things a little bit differently in terms of summarizing how to tell the story. I'm using, instead of my chart, I'm using a more generic chart with Aries here going all the way around to Pisces and still showing the portals. And the next 2 weeks, if we can think about still just taking action in whatever form that looks like to learn something, and just that curiosity of, all right, I'm going to put it out there and just see what happens. So we are testing our ideas that we've had for making something refined or beautiful or elegant so that we can figure out what direction to go in. It won't be perfect the first time around or the second time. It's going to take more and more time to get this right. And frankly, I think it's through the end of the year. And as you go through this process, keeping an open heart will help you not kill the messenger when you get feedback that isn't what you wanted. But just remember that there is something being offered to you, and that feedback is a gift that can help you in some way. So today, here we are. Mercury is crossing over the sun at 13 and a half degrees of Virgo. So how are you thinking about and demonstrating an effort to refine or perfect what you've been learning this summer? We have until the 14th when the sun will complete moving through this whole Mercury portal. And so how are you trying out some of those ideas for making whatever it is you've been working on work and taking it to the level that you find it to be a work of art? And it will never be perfect, but you will keep heading in that direction. On the 15th, Mercury will station direct and start moving forward. So now that you've tried out all your ideas until the 14th, it's like, okay, can I pick the right ones that I'm going to focus on and maybe get more information on, put out into the world, talk about, and communicate? Then from the 17th to the 20th, as the sun moves through those last degrees of Virgo, it is opposite that Neptune portal. So what are you doing as beautifully as possible so that you can feel that effortless connection to those around me and those people who have been there for you are there to encourage you. And you are doing it hopefully in a way that makes you feel bigger and in deeper connection with those around you. And then finally, as Mars continues its journey through Libra and becomes opposite that Chiron portal over here in Aries, what excitement or frustration are you feeling from your one-on-one connections as your interactions have pleasant, more challenging, unexpected outcomes, and just how releasing expectations can open you up to what is being offered? So, not so much this next couple of weeks, which I think is great. And so, tips for thriving: basically, flow as best you can with the beauty and elegance that fills your life today. Take it all in. And the details you'll be trying to notice, but as best you can, try not to obsess about them. And don't forget that we just had Jupiter station retrograde. So pat yourself on the back. Notice all the skills, resources, and how you grew this summer and created some new presence. How are you going to integrate them as best you can through the end of the year? Because when it goes forward again in January, you will be in hyperdrive to expand some more. And until the 14th, keep trying out your ideas so you can learn how you are on your path to making something really beautiful. And finally, with Venus moving through Leo, you are open to receiving feedback. People love what you have to offer. So just create that space to receive. Okay. And finally, if you find yourself between calls wondering, wow, what is happening? I am actually on social media and have been creating some short reels related to some of the things that come up here. And I try to put them out around the time that they're happening. So you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Please follow me. If you like the videos, let me know. And I hope to see you there. If you have ideas for videos, I've got a few myself right now. Let me know. I'd love to put them out there. So that is it. Any questions? Hey, Cameron. Okay, well, you guys, it's still shifting. We still have all of September to get ourselves together, but really once October hits, and the 10th in particular, when Pluto moves forward, it's going to get busy. So the planning that you do now will really help you. And if you've been afraid to put your stuff out there, just move through those fears. Let me know that you're feeling that, and I'll encourage you. And I feel like I know all of you so well that I love what you have to offer, and it is out there for others to receive it as well. So just keep going. There's so much on the other side. Okay. Take care. I hope you feel prepared to move easily over the next 2 weeks. You have learned a lot this summer, and now for the next 4 months through the end of the year, you get to integrate all of that and make it part of you. And things are going to speed up, but you will be ready. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.